My name is Talia and I'm about to show you a breakthrough teaching video, and this is what we'll be working on today with two-step equations. Okay, hi class. So welcome back for another day of math class. Can anybody remember what we learned about yesterday? Yeah, Sam.
One-step equation.
Exactly. Do you have an example of that?
I think one was 6x equals 24.
Perfect. Okay, and what did I say we were? I said we were being detectives because we were solving for just the variable. A variable is like a number or a letter in an equation, and the whole idea is to get the variable alone so that we can solve for what the variable equals. So, Sammy, can you tell me what we did to this to get the variable alone?
Divided by 6.
Okay, perfect. On both sides or one side?
Both sides.
Perfect. And so we said x equals 4. Okay, but today we're going to learn about two-step equations, so there's going to be more to this. First thing we're going to do is write operations, then we're going to do the opposite of the operations we wrote, and then we're going to substitute to check. That's really important. So I handed out all of these notes. Can everybody take theirs out? Okay, and we're going to learn how to write, or learn how to perform a two-step equation. So our two-step equation, I'm going to erase this one-step equation. It's going to be 3x minus 5 equals 10. Now, Sam, can you tell me the operations that are going on in this two-step equation?
You're multiplying the x by 3 and you're subtracting 5.
Perfect. Now, we're going to write down underneath our Write Operations tab, we're going to write down multiplication and subtraction. We're just writing the operation so we know what's going on in the equation. Okay, the second flap says do the opposite. This part's a little bit more confusing. So this was the first step. The second step, we're going to do the opposite of what I just wrote. So what's the opposite operation of multiplication? Can somebody answer? Yeah, Abby?
Division.
Right answer. So the opposite of multiplication is division. So let's write that down. Division. And what's the opposite of subtraction? Who else knows that answer? Yeah, Nicole.
Addition.
Addition. Good. So we're going to perform those opposite operations on this equation so that we can get the variable x alone. So first, let's do the opposite of subtraction. Now, Abby told us that the opposite of subtraction, or Nicole did, was addition. What should we do? Nicole?
How come you're doing addition before division?
That's a very good question.
You wrote multiplication first.
Good question. So I wrote it in the order that this equation is done, but first we're going to combine like terms. And 5 and 10 are like terms because they don't have the variable in it, so they don't have the letter x. So first we're trying to get them over to the same side so that we can do all like terms at the same time. Does that make sense? Okay, good. So we're going to do 3x minus 5 equals 10, and we're going to do plus 5 plus 5. Did everybody write that on their flap? Good. And we're going to get 3x equals
15.
Good. Now, the second part of this is the division aspect. And that is the opposite of multiplication, which we saw in the original equation. So what should we do to this equation right here?
Divide.
Can you speak up?
Divide.
Divide by what?
3.
Good. So we're going to divide both sides by 3. And we're going to get x equals
5.
Good, Sam. Now, we're not done yet. The most important step here is substitute to check. So to check our work, we substitute this x equals 5 back into this original equation up here. Sammy, do you remember what a hypothesis is in science?
It's an educated guess.
Exactly. It's sort of like an educated guess. And there's 3 main parts. There's if, then, and because. So now we're going to work on a cheer that helps us remember these 3 main parts. It goes like this. I'll say, give me an if, and we'll all go together. And now I'll say, now then, and we'll go. And then I'll say, because, and you'll go. And this is the last one. I'll say, based on research, and you'll go.